Look who it is. I knew you sounded familiar. I'd recognize that shrill, grating voice anywhere. I mean, who wouldn't? I don't have all the free time in the world like you high school kids, so let's try to keep this short. My son gave you money that was supposed to pay for his cram school. I'd appreciate it if you'd give it back. Let's just be done with this. I won't bother you again if you return the money now. Are we good?
Look, sir, I don't think you have the full picture here. Your son said he hates cram school. That's why he was hiding in the park by himself. I was doing him a favor. If anything, you should be thanking me. Right? See? He thinks so too.
Well, what's this? Someone sure is bold today. You sure you're not gonna start screaming emergency and run away?
My, you really don't have a clue, do you? No wonder you don't understand how your son feels. Besides, haven't you heard? He's my bodyguard now. Look, I should be the one forgiving you. And even if I did, there's no way you're getting into paradise. People like my dead brother, non-believers like you, you're not welcome there.
Talking to you gives me a headache. You know my son, right? He's still in elementary school, and yet he has a better head on his shoulders than you do. Your parents have my sympathy. I'd be ashamed if my son were as neck-deep in this cult as you are.
What? What did you just say to me? So that's how it is, huh? You're just like the rest of them. You think I should have died instead, don't you? You don't think I'll ever hold a candle to my twin brother, do you?
Knock it off! Damn kid. God, this has been such a waste of time. Fine. If that's how you want to play, then just you wait and see. Better watch yourself, kid. Hang around this guy for too long, and he'll scam you, too. I tell my son the same thing. Choose your friends carefully. Now excuse me.
Come back when you've learned a little respect. Actually, don't come back! Ever! We won! We fought that guy off! As long as you're here, I've got nothing to fear! All right! I was dying of hunger, wasn't I? Come on!
Welcome back.
So dance. If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever time to shine, and I'm down and round. I'm gonna drive until the break into round and go. I'm on a mission, rounding up whatever it is I gotta do. Rounding up until the reach you, rounding up.
Let's skim through this chapter. And so... Yes, it...
Mark? Are you accepting a request? Most excellent. I can sense a presence. By all means. Very well.
You made up your mind? You sure? Thanks. You got everything you need? Come again, yeah?
Good day. Are you accepting a request? Have you gotten used to battling with a persona? Very well, then.
Oh, it's... Yes! 7, 8, 9... Shoot! I'm coming up short on my counts. I have to find one more new person. Damn it all! Why doesn't anyone take me seriously? I'm not gonna lose to my brother again. I'll show him. I'll show them all! I'm not gonna lose to my brother again. I'll show him. I'll show them all! What? What's going on? It's over. The baby came out good and healthy. Hey, come on! It's your job to laugh at the Gourmet King's dumb jokes. I don't get it. I was fine up until a minute ago, then suddenly I felt sick. What do you mean? Look at all the nutrition I'm taking in. I'm the paragon of health. Well, except for this gut. Hey, don't you worry about me. This is a trial I have to face before I'm reborn anyway. If I want my place in paradise after this world ends, I have to prove my worth. It'd mean a lot to me if you considered, coming to paradise with me too. The noodles got soggy while my stomach was giving me trouble. You'll have to wait till next time to hear about paradise. But for now, let's just focus on our ramen. Ooh, sir, can I get some rice and dry seaweed? I'll salvage this ramen by turning it into a rice soup.
Oh, it's you. Welcome.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead.
go.
Look. In that case,
I see. I was hoping to go for another run after rehydrating.
physical activity for one day. Any more and you'll hurt yourself.
Fine. So, were there any subjects you needed help with? Nothing beats using them in practice problems. Are you concerned about getting bored and losing focus? In that case, try a quick workout between problems. The brain perks up once you get the circulation flowing. Not to mention, looking forward to your next workout is a great way to stay motivated. In any case, I advise having a good workout ready to treat yourself with after a study session. It all comes down to making it a regular habit. Just a little each day really adds up.
I wasn't going to say anything, but Akihiko, working out isn't normally a reward for most people. On top of that, what good does it do to preach about long-term habits mere days before the exam?
I guess you have a point. In that case, how would you recommend cramming for it?
It's not my usual style, but I would focus on memorizing material that is likely to be tested. If you give it your all, it shouldn't be too difficult. Easier than facing the enemy wholly unprepared, at least.
Well, we can talk all night. The doing is where the magic happens. Here, let me give you some practice problems. You catch on quick. You immediately took what you learned and put it into practice. All you need now is some strength training and you'll be unstoppable. Once the exams are over, why don't we dive into Tartarus for a bit and get some workouts in?
You never change. I'll need to continue keeping an eye on you to make sure you don't overdo it.
The more you study and the more you train, the better results you'll get. I look forward to seeing what you'll accomplish from here on. Let's call it here for today. I want to get some stretches in before heading to bed.
Let's get on with today's lesson. Okay, then. Cool.
Hello? Yes! What I'm about to tell you is top secret. This is for your ears only, okay? This world is gonna end soon. All of humanity is gonna be completely wiped out. But don't worry, we'll be recreating it as a new land for the survivors. Paradise. Well, did that just blow your mind? Hey! Not so loud! I told you, we don't want to start a mass panic. In paradise, everyone has wings and perfect figures. And they smell like flowers. I can finally be reborn into a worthwhile body. But if we don't do something, you'll get left behind when the world ends. And I do not want that to happen. So come on, we'll go to paradise together. Don't do it because you're my subject, okay? Do it because we're... friends. Okay, so how about this? If we factor in initiation fees, scriptures, and other products, it comes out to 132,000 yen. You can take out a loan, right? Not to mention, you'll get a discount since I'll be referring you too. You are one lucky guy. You what? Do you have any idea what you're saying? I just wanted to share eternal happiness with you because I care about your soul. I have to go repent on your behalf. In the name of faith! Emergency!
Oh, welcome.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So dance.
Buka, your notes look so trendy. I kinda wasn't expecting that.
Oh no, these are Natsuki-chan's notes. She let me borrow them since I was out trapped in Tartarus. She sure is. That said, there's actually quite a bit missing from these notes.
Oh, you're right. This part just has the equation and no answer, and this page is full of doodles. And this part, is that a drool stain? Hey, it may not be the best study material, but it's the thought that counts, right?
I've been trying to think of a way to return the favor. Huh? Oh, are you saying I should fill in any parts she missed in her notes before giving them back? That sounds like a great idea. But it's going to be a lot of material. I wonder if I can finish it all.
Then we'll help you out. It'll be a good review for us, too.
Thanks, you two.
Natsuki-chan's in for a real surprise when she sees this.
I'm sure she will. I couldn't have done it without your help. Thanks, you two.
Well, it certainly helped us study, too, right?
I'll make sure to give Natsuki-chan the notes back tomorrow. Good night.
Fight, Sengoku. And so... Yes, exactly.
why they're getting a divorce. They got mad at me and said to stay out of it. So I kept asking, but Dad yelled at me and hit me. Then Mom said it was my fault for asking so much. I don't know if they love me anymore. Do they just wish I would disappear? Never? But then, why do they get so mad? What if I ran away from home? I want to know how they really feel about me. If they love me, they'll try to find me, right? It's a secret, okay? Don't tell Mom and Dad I'm running away. I know you won't tell. I have to go now. Let's play again sometime.
And that's the summary of what happened on the night of the 7th. These shadows seem to be quite a bit more formidable than the ordinary ones.
I see. So our enemies are growing stronger as well. Well, it's not all bad news. In fact, I called today's meeting because...
Hold on. Before we go on, I'd like to ask Kirijo-senpai something.
Oh?
I know I'm not the only one thinking this. So much has been happening lately. I feel like I've just been getting dragged along without really understanding anything. But now, I want answers. So I'm gonna ask you straight out. You've been hiding something from us, haven't you, Senpai? You're always acting like you don't know anything about the Dark Hour or Tartarus. But they're connected to that accident 10 years ago, aren't they?
What accident?
Yukari-chan?
There was an explosion near our school and a lot of people died. It must have been big news back then. You know about it, don't you?
Yes.
Luckily, no students were injured. But something is off here. At the time of the incident, there were several unexplained absences. Seems like more than just a coincidence to me.
What do you mean?
Well, I dug up some old school records and found something interesting. Those students weren't just absent. They all suddenly collapsed and had to be sent to the hospital. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Remember those girls who bullied Fuka? They had to be hospitalized too. I want an explanation. What really happened on the day of that accident? The Kirijo group built our school, so you have to know something. Tell me the truth.
I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, it just never seemed relevant. But...
It's okay. It's not your fault.
all right, I'll tell you everything. Shadows have many mysterious abilities. Some research indicates they can even affect time and space. We think of them as our enemies, but what if we could somehow use them to our advantage? They could be a source of unimaginable power, couldn't they?
What?
14 years ago, one man pursued that very line of thinking. He was the former leader of the Kirijo group, Koetsu Kirijo, my grandfather. My grandfather was obsessed with the shadows. He wanted to harness their power to create something extraordinary.
Create something extraordinary?
To that end, he assembled a research team and had them amass a number of shadows.
He was collecting them? Damn, that's freaking crazy.
But 10 years ago, during the final stages of the project, there was an accident, and the experiment failed. They lost control of the Shadow's power, altering the nature of the entire world.
You can't mean...
Yes. Tartarus and the Dark Hour. According to the records, the accumulated mass of shadows split into several large ones that later dispersed. These are the shadows we've been encountering on nights when the moon is full.
Maybe that's why it's difficult to predict where they'll appear.
Wait a minute. If what you said is true, then why did our school turn into Tartarus? Don't tell me. Is it because that's where they conducted the experiment?
Yes.
Then those students who were hospitalized...
It's just as you fear. It was a highly populated area, and the Kirijo group had influence there. They could essentially do as they pleased. Ford Island must have been the perfect location for them. So yes, as you guessed, the experiment 10 years ago was conducted at Gekkoukan High School.
Just what are you trying to say here? So that's the whole purpose behind C's? We were dragged into all this just to clean up their mess? You lied to us? And you knew too, didn't you, Sanada-senpai? You've both just been using us! Or do you not care as long as you're the one who gets to do the fighting?
I never said anything like that. I have my reasons.
Think what you'd like, but it was my decision not to share the information. I'm sorry. It was never my intent to deceive you. Convincing you to join C's was my highest priority. I know it may not be fair, but shadows can only be defeated by persona users. We are the only ones who can fight.
That's hardly the point!
I never had a choice either. It didn't matter if I wanted this power or not.
Mitsuru, that's enough.
Takeba-kun, it's only those in the past who are to blame. And they lost their lives as a result of what they did. We're all in the same boat here. None of us deserve the burden that's been thrust upon us.
But that's...
It's been 10 years since the incident in question. No one knows why those shadows suddenly returned. But now that they're here, we have the chance to find and destroy them. Do you realize what that means? What if I told you that the 12 shadows are the cause of everything?
You're saying if we defeat them all, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will disappear?
Exactly. That's what I was going to tell you earlier. See? It's good news, isn't it?
Can that really be true?
There's evidence to support it. And this is where our true battle begins.
Our true battle.
Regardless of what's happened in the past, we must fight to protect the people. The shadows are gaining strength. We can't afford to wait for them to strike first.
Right.
And there are still many mysteries surrounding Tartarus. For instance, why did such a gigantic structure appear in the first place? The answers must be out there somewhere.